Sometimes I don't have an idea for an intro, like today. Aw, nuts! Pick a movie that does not have a sequel, but you would like to see have a sequel, and then explain what happens.
Interesting.
And I do not have mine yet, so I am also still thinking.
Yeah, we might need a little thinky time first.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have the Anguish Fortress quests? That's the one where you gotta like open up the doorway.
Oh,
It's
no.
just south of the garrison.
I did something in there, but it wasn't.
Oh, I have the very first one, Speak to Prophet Valen at Anguish Fortress.
Okay. Well, maybe if we all get that one, we can all do those together because they're all in that area, and I think it'd be cool to do it together.
Sure.
But it would be, I think if everybody had it.
Unless my quest is like the last quest. Let's see.
No, it wouldn't be because you talk to him and then he gives you like 6 within there.
Okay. Yeah, I have not been inside Anguish Fortress yet.
It's going down in this small timber. I cut it up. It's my resources.
I'll be the one. You don't forget. What's funny is that, like, I often want there to... I wish that I could remove sequels more than I wish I could add sequels.
Yeah, well, it could be either one then.
Well, I'm still going to go for what you asked.
Okay.
Because I see it as an interesting challenge to myself. But yeah. Oh. I know what mine is. But it's kind of a shitty answer.
Maybe not.
I guess I'll wait until everybody else is feeling like they can answer too, so we can just hammer through them in one sitting.
I've had one on my mind and it won't leave, so I'm going to go with that. Inception. I don't think it needs a sequel, but selfishly, I want to see what else is in Christopher Nolan's mind. And of course, I'd like to see the Oscar winner Leonardo DiCaprio come back and play Dom Cobb and explore some dreams. And I'd like to see him go 4 levels deep. I just think there's more to explore there. There's a huge untapped, well, slightly tapped well of imagination there. We all dream.
We do. What would happen in it?
It would start off with the same spinning top in the end of Inception, wobbling, and eventually fall over. Meaning that everything was real. He's back in the reality now, reunited with his children. And then he tells his children what happened, which is not the best thing to do because his children are young and they don't really understand all of it. He should have waited to tell them. And because he tells them, he also has to show them what Inception is. So he starts taking them into the dream world, which affects how they perceive the real world. And it's a coming-of-age story.
Kidception.
Yeah, like after they do their homework, they're allowed 5 minutes in the dream world, which is actually an hour in the dream world. I think it's just to bring Inception to the same generation. Just a good, warm story.
All right.
Well, mine, see, it's kind of cheating because it's based off of a movie that's based off of the first book in a trilogy, but the sequels to the book were never also made into movies. And that would be a sequel to the Golden Compass movie.
I thought you might say his Dark Material series.
Yeah, I would love to see a The Subtle Knife movie. And yeah, I'm willing to admit that the Golden Compass movie certainly could have been more than it was. But to be completely honest, the story really picked up for me in the books with The Subtle Knife. Like, that's most of the fond memories I have are the second book forward. And it just gets into such interesting concepts in the second book. I would love to see how they would do it as a movie, or how it would be reimagined as a movie. Although the fact that it hasn't been made still gives me hope that someday they'll like remake the franchise. But it's tough. I mean, like, the little girl that they used for the protagonist is like all grown up now, so I don't think they would continue the same one anyway. But they used like some top stars, including one of my favorite actors of all time, Sam Elliott, playing potentially one of the best characters in his Dark Materials, Lee Scoresby.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I was sad that that sort of fell apart and died.
I remember seeing previews for it and being like, isn't this Narnia? Didn't this already happen?
Oh man, those books are so good though. So good. I personally like them more than Narnia, the Chronicles of Narnia, but
Yeah, I strongly agree.
I am looking for a new book to read.
you've never read
How
his
do I
Dark
find my
Materials?
crafting
No.
table?
Oh my
My
goodness.
architect table?
So mine would be the movie Contact.
Oh yeah.
It is like my favorite movie of all time. I watched it like twice last night. Pretty solid because it's on Netflix right now. I can't believe it.
Wow, what's it like? What's it about?
Well, it's based on a book by Carl Sagan. First of all, perfect already. And it's about this woman who has radio telescopes and searches the depths of the universe for signals from other planets. And she finally gets one, and they figure out that deep in the depths of these plans, it's blueprints for a machine from an alien civilization. And basically she goes and talks to them a little bit, but it's all very cerebral, and you're never really totally sure that it actually happened. But I think it did. But so the sequel would be that she is contacted by them again, and this time gets more information about their civilization. Maybe we get to see the planet a little bit, and ultimately the U.S. military is going to get involved because they would in that kind of situation. And there's some turmoil there, possibly almost a war, but it's resolved ultimately by the camaraderie between the two species realizing that they're in it together. So that's what would happen. It would be an almost war that is solved by inner peace going outward.
Sounds like a bigger budget too.
Yeah, and I imagine it would be a J.J. Abrams situation. Maybe Jodie Foster would be the same. Yeah, she would have to be the same person. Yep, Jodie Foster would star in it. James Woods also.
I would like to see that.
Yeah, I would watch the shit out of
I
that.
think Jodie Foster's career would like to see that.
I'll write the script. I'll do it. I'll write it.
I'd love to get a sequel to Ready Player One.
Yeah, called Ready Player 2.
No, it couldn't actually be called that
Okay.
because of just the point of the whole, what it's all about.
It could be called Ready Player One, 2.
Yeah, Ready Player Ones.